New York, let's put it this way, nobody looks better when he's getting ejected from a game than Bryce Harper. Bryce Harper wasn't having it tonight. Pouting face picked at twitter.com/DWNZRMTX46, ESPN, at ESPN, April 23, 2019. Harper was ejected for the 12th time in his career in the Philadelphia Phillies' 5-1 loss to the New York Mets on Monday, but at least it was a display of modern art worthy of a showing at the Guggenheim. Consider the mechanics of this particular ejection. Sad face. 1. It came 4 batters after Harper had been called out on strikes in the top of the 4th inning. Like a carefully crafted movie script, he let the tension build until the moment called for some action. 2. He let Phillies manager Gabe Kapler spring first out of the dugout, creating added tension and confusion as to what exactly was going on. 3. Harper, in his fury to charge after umpire Mark Carlson, slipped on the dugout steps. This could have been a disastrous moment for Harper and the Phillies, a freak injury if he had twisted an ankle or knee. 4. Kapler shoved him out of the way before Harper could get to Carlson. Again, maybe a lucky break for the Phillies, given that Kapler is maybe the only manager with the appropriate upper body strength to hold off Harper. 5. Harper went out with a blaze of glory, continuing to gel and point toward Carlson, with his magnificently coiffed hair on full display. Okay, more seriously, it's not all fun and games when you lose your number 3 hitter midway through what was a 2-1 game against a key division opponent. Harper admitted as much after the game. It just can't happen. In a game like that, against the Mets, division rival, things like that, it just can't happen, he said. For myself and this team as well. We're a better team with me in the lineup, and I gotta stay in that game. These games matter. They matter now, they matter in September. Teammate Jock Arrieta, who picked up the loss in the game, admonished Harper after the game, "We need him in right field. I don't care how bad the umpire is. He wasn't great for either side. I'm out there, trying to make pitches, he misses some calls, so what? We need Bryce out there." Kapler was obviously not happy after the game, though he defended Harper and said Carlson's ejection wasn't fair. There was normal chirping from the dugout. That is in every dugout every single night, he said. It was no different, nonetheless, considering that the ejection came 4 batters after Harper struck out. The chirping had obviously tested Carlson's patience. As Arrieta suggested, ultimately the responsibility sits with the player to remain in the game. In the video, you can see Harper still on the top step of the dugout. He could have said his piece as he walked away from the batter's box and then stood on the bench. Of course, Harper isn't new to ejections. Among active players, only Matt Kemp has more, with 14, and Kemp reached the majors 6 years before Harper. Yonel Escobar is third on the active list, with 9, and I'm not sure he's even still active, considering he last appeared in the big leagues in 2017. Is Harper too much of a hothead? Does he have a reputation with the umpires, fair or not? It's hard to say. His 12 ejections have come from 12 different umpires. Date: umpire trigger event August 29, 2012. CB Bucknor call at first base through helmet. The 5th of May 2013. John Hirschbeck checked swing through bat helmet. July 13, 2013. Hunter Wendelstedt called third strike. May 13, 2015. Rob Drake checked swing. May 20, 2015. Marvin Hudson balls and strikes. July 31, 2015. Jerry Meals called third strike. The 9th of May 2016. Brian Knight balls and strikes. August 27, 2016. Mike Winters called third strike. Slammed bat. May 29, 2017. Brian Gorman fighting through helmet. July 26, 2017. Chris Segal balls and strikes. September 20, 2018. D.J. Rayburn called third strike. April 22, 2019. Mark Carlson balls and strikes. Harper didn't have a ready explanation for this ejection. I'm usually 0 to 100 anyways, so I feel like all my ejections it's usually pretty calm, and then, bam, once it happens, try to let it out. I guess what it's like to lose your job to Bryce Harper when the Phillies signed you-know-who. Nick Williams was afraid to buy furniture, because he was pretty darn sure he was about to be traded. Eddie Matz. But Harper isn't a young kid anymore. He's in his 8th season in the majors. He knows questionable calls are part of the game, and the 2 in the 4th inning weren't even that questionable. As one of the expected leaders of the team, Harper can't allow himself to cross the line or give an umpire the excuse to send him to the showers early. He knows this. I have to stay in that game for the organization, the fans. I have to do better, he said. The Phillies went down quietly after the ejection, with Mets pitchers retiring the final 16 batters in a row as the Phillies dropped their fourth game in 5. Harper has to do better on Tuesday, but so do the rest of his teammates. Elsewhere on Monday, Arenado's big night, the Rockies beat the Nationals 7-5, and it was the Nolan Arenado show. He hit 2 doubles and a go-ahead home run in the 7th inning for his 1,000th career hit, and he turned a slick 5-3 double play to end the game. Here's the home run. Hit number 1004. Not coincidentally, the Rockies started 3-12. In his past 7 games, however, Arenado has gone 10 for 28 with 4 home runs and 9 RBIs, and the Rockies have won 7 of 8, losing when he sat out against the Phillies on Saturday. Cardinals beat out Brewers pitching. The Cardinals turned a 5-4 lead into a 13-5 victory, with 7 runs in the 7th inning off the back end of the Milwaukee bullpen. The 7 runs came courtesy of some 1980s-style Cardinals baseball hits and walks, not home runs. The rally. 7-run 7th. Flexed biceps double walk single walk, run out, run single, run walk single, 2 runs out single, run out pic.twitter.com/9NF10FL so 7, Street. Louis Cardinals, at Cardinals, April 23, 2019. Earlier in the game, Paul Goldschmidt slugged his 9th home run, and Dexter Fowler hit his first on his way to a 4-for-5 night. Fowler is hitting .313, .403, .433 and even playing center field again with Harrison Bader and Tyler O'Neill on the IL. Is he back after a terrible 2018? I'm not quite so sure. We don't have updated StatCast numbers after this game, but heading into it, his average exit velocity was actually lower than last season, and he had been credited with 0 barrels. He presumably has one after his home run, and just seeing that .313 mark next to his name has to do something for his confidence. By the way, if it seems like relief pitching in general has been worse this season, it has. Bullpen errors are up from 4.07 to 4.39. Starter errors, meanwhile, are almost the same, 4.19 in 2018 and 4.21 in 2019. Pirates suffer double loss. Joe Musgrove was sailing along with a 4-1 lead in the 7th inning when he allowed a walk, a single, and Clint Hurdle went to the bullpen. Kyle Crick entered, and J.R. Murphy reached on a bunt single, and Blake Swihart reached on an infield single, and the floodgates opened, as the Diamondbacks scored 7 in the inning and 4 more in the 8th. Worse, reliever Nick Berti crumpled to the ground in pain after throwing a pitch in the 8th. Berti reached the majors last year after coming back from Tommy John surgery in 2017 and had been looking like a key cog in the Pittsburgh bullpen, with 17 strikeouts in 8 1/3 innings entering this game. The Pirates said Berti had right elbow and biceps pain. It's really quiet right now around the whole clubhouse, Musgrove said after the game. Polanco punishes Astros. The Twins are starting to look more and more like a team that will give Cleveland a run in the All-Central. They beat the Astros 9-5 as Jorge Polanco went 4 for 5 with 4 RBIs, including this line drive home run. Have a night, Jorge. Unlike with Fowler, the advanced metrics support the hot start with a higher exit velocity and hard hit rate than last season. He also has been getting the ball in the air more, 31.7% fly ball rate compared to 19.3% in 2018. With Byron Buxton hitting and Jonathan Scope off to a solid start, this lineup runs pretty deep. Heck, Jason Castro homered on Monday, and the three-headed catching platoon, Mitch Garver and Willians Astudillo being the other two backstops, is hitting a combined .373, .443, .806 with 7 home runs and 16 RBIs. As good as Polanco has been, the best hitters on the Twins have been the guys behind the plate.